Hey everybody, welcome to Fortnite Live. I am Will. You can call me Ragzilla, or you can call me Will. It's actually shorter, a little bit easier. We're excited today to be talking about Online Test 7. This is, I think, I might be safe in saying, the most meaningful update that we've done to Fortnite ever? In a long time, certainly.
It is a long time, absolutely. since OT6.
Right, and that's been a while now.
Yeah.
That was December. So, really big update. We've posted release notes about it on Fortnite.com, so go check it out if you haven't already. And so we're going to be talking about that. A lot of changes. So we're going to be talking about some big changes to the game. We're going to be talking about some new art. We're going to walk through some of the changes and then get in and play a little bit of Fight the Storm, which if you've watched the stream in the past, you probably know as Close the Gate. We've actually changed the name of it. But so, yeah, let's jump right into it. So along with the big changes this week, we have some impact to people that have accounts that have been playing for some time. The progress is actually going to be reset, right?
That is correct. In fact, I think the exact conversation with one of the people was so that daily bonus that I've been working on for over 300 days now, because we literally have not reset for over 300 days. Like he's like, man, like you mean that 321 where I get those 2,000 V-Bucks? Like, am I gonna be able to still get that? I'm like, nope. It's all getting reset. So that is the case.
When we talked about the 300-day count, I was like, damn, I didn't think we'd make 30 days without a reset. So the fact that we were at 300 was a huge win for where we're at. Though I apologize to people that have put that time in, because I know it's like, we were like, oh, we're holding out, but eventually it happens.
Yeah, I mean, I can remember having some of these conversations back with the first OT, right? Of like, yes, we're gonna reset, be ready for it. But it took a little while.
Yeah,
it took a little while. And we don't want to reset, right? It's like it's a thing that we need to do, and we've only done it here because we have to, and that's because of some of the changes in the game. So what? To be clear, what does a reset mean? Is there anything that I get back potentially?
Yeah. So the key thing is that all of your progress is gone, all of your accounts are reset. Any V-Bucks that you've purchased in the game will be recredited back to your account after the reset. So essentially, any real money that you've spent to get V-Bucks, you'll get those V-Bucks back in your account right away.
Got it. Cool. So what are the big changes that we're making that cause us to have to reset?
Why don't you go through those?
I want to go. So the major reason we're doing a reset is we heard you guys as a community. It was something we wanted, which is we wanted to give you guys a contiguous inventory. The way the game works today, for those of you joining for the first time, is that each individual area in our game, the regions, basically are a self-contained economy from region A to region B to C and D, all the way from the way our game moved through. But people were like, well, that means when I leave a new area, I have to start again, and it really wasn't making people that happy. And the game team actually wanted to reflect the same thing. It's just an artifact of once long ago, and those people who have been sticking with us know this answer. Once long ago, Fortnite was a tiny little game, and over time, we've added more and more stuff, and as a result, our inventory system did not grow with us. So ultimately, now it has grown. Now you'll have contiguous items from the beginning of the game to the end of the game, and you'll be able to bring stuff back and forth. But we needed to rewrite a bunch of stuff in order to make that happen. So it was a bunch of heroic effort from the team, and but now it works. But unfortunately, we had to reset as a result of that.
The biggest thing is that you now get to keep your pickaxe, and as you upgrade that pickaxe, you get to keep it through the entire game. So
Right.
The pickaxe no longer goes back to the stick when you go from Stonewood to Blinkerton, which was always the biggest thing we heard about. Is like, why don't I get to keep my pickaxe? Well, now you get to keep your pickaxe, but in order to do that, we require a reset. We've also changed up a couple other big things in the game.
Yeah. Which ones do you want to talk about in order?
Let's talk about home base.
Home base. All right. Home base. We'll talk about the skill tree before the other stuff. So skill tree. One of the things that we've had in the game is our little visual manifestation of home base, which is your little town, and little buildings are super awesome. And Pete's team made buildings where you could see silhouettes of people, and when the night comes, like you see the lights turn on. It was a pretty cool ant farm. And so from a visual side of things, it was awesome and badass, and people dug it. But the problem is that it effectively is a skill tree for the game, which is I unlock your abilities, your powers, all the gadgets were lumped into that. But the thing is, it was sort of hard for people to perceive that that's where that stuff lived, and so it was creating usability issues underneath the hood. And on top of that, if you noted, like we were then working as a game in multiple different scales. Not only do we have our map scale, which is one set of terrain, then we have our boots on the ground, which is another set of scale. Then we had the home base scale. So we were actually making kind of like tons and tons of assets, and it really wasn't working out for the best bang for buck for our players. So we were like, you know what? Maybe it's time that we pull this out and go to something that is a little bit more clean to our intent, which is, hey, this is a skill tree. It governs your progression, and all your cool stuff is in here. And instead, we're focusing on making the map awesome. So the map will be the thing that you'll go, and when you log into Fortnite, you'll see the map, and you'll see all the awesome stuff on that. And we'll probably bring a bit more life over time to that as well. So.
Cool. And I know people are curious, when are we going to actually get to play this? We were talking about this just before we went on. Our intention is to have the build go out tomorrow. We're trying to figure out timing. There's a few things that we're working out. Hopefully by later today, we'll be able to post an update inside the launcher, forums, all that kind of stuff to let you know exactly when it's going to go live. But we are trying to get it to you soon. I know some people, because they're being reset, they don't want to play right now, earning
waiting.
more progress that they're not going to keep. Totally get it. Don't worry, we're going to get you back in the game soon, and you can start going again.
I did want to give a shout out to the people that were like hurriedly trying to get to the end of what they perceived the progression was this weekend to jam that out, and there were some guys that got there, got their heroic effort. So I appreciate everybody like making the mini race of that to see where they go. That was pretty cool.
Yep. So we're going to take a look through some of the changes, but before we do, I want to talk about some awesome art stuff. And so we've got Pete Ellis, our art director, here to talk through a little bit of that. Most obvious big thing that we're introducing here is we actually have a new female ninja. So I want to talk about that a little bit.
Sure. Basically, it's just sort of been our continuing journey of adding a male and female version of our 4 core classes. She is the last of the 8 characters that we've added. I don't know how much really to say about her other than she's really cool. We're all really liking her design. We pushed a little bit further into cloth physics with her, so you guys will get to see in a few minutes when we're running around in the game with her. Her little double-bladed cape thing will react to all the gameplay and moving around and bounce around realistically in the world. So we're pretty excited about that. We'll see if we get some more of that action onto future characters as we go. But yeah, she's a super cool design. She's really cute, and we hope you guys like her.
Awesome. So one of the other things, and all this is in the release notes on Fortnite.com, by the way, if you want to take a closer look at the images. But one of the other things is these unique Outlander outfits as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so one of the new design changes on the character front is we have different rarities of heroes that you can collect and sort of use as you play. You can level them all up individually and upgrade them and find different powers and different skill trees. So when we made that decision, we decided we should probably make them all look different. So there's different outfits you can collect now. We're going to be doing that work for all of the heroes. In this update, what we've got is the female Outlander. So I think there is about 10 outfits for her that you can find. The image we've got on the screen now just shows 2 of them that we picked out of the batch. But yeah, there's more in the game to check out. We've got our sort of middle of the road sort of ripped jeans, cool fashionable girl, and then we've got our anarchist punk rock girl with the awesome leopard print. Our awesome character team and concept art team are banging through these for all the characters right now, and they're coming up with some really cool stuff. So we're really excited about it.
Yeah, it's definitely looking awesome.
Yeah, this is really interesting. It kind of makes me think back to the early Fortnite days of before even online tests, when people would like customize and create the characters and things, and when we took that away, people were like, oh, it's now all the heroes look exactly the same, and so it's fun. It's cool to see we're getting some of that variety back into what the heroes look like, and so they have a consistent look, but that there's some sort of uniqueness inside of that.
Yeah, I agree. I think as the game's been coming together over the last year and few months, like even just looking at people playing the game and testing the game a month ago, when you look at early gameplay and see 4 clones of our female soldier running around together, you're kind of like, oh, we need something. We got to make some more art for this. So that's where we're at. We're starting to deliver on that, and I think as people play and spend time with the game and open some llama packs, everybody's going to be able to find something that they like. And I think when you play with your friends, you guys will all probably end up picking different looks for your characters. So it should be cool.
Cool. And we've also got the constructor base has had an art pass, right?
Yeah. So this model was in as a prototype. The piece of art on the screen now is a concept by Ben Schaefer. This was the last piece of the constructor that we're doing right now for the ability kit. So this is the base. It will behave the same as what you guys are used to in the game, but it's had an art pass now, so we've got a really great model and texture in there.
Great. And there's also some changes to weapon alterations.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. This stuff looks pretty cool.
Yep. So we went through and basically enabled the visual effects for all the fire, ice, and lightning alterations for all of the melee weapons. So the screen shows our female commando with, or female soldier rather, with the fire, ice, and lightning hammer, but any melee weapon that you get that has those alterations will now show this art. And we didn't quite get the particles in that we wanted to do, but we'll get those in a future update.
Awesome. And there's also a couple of updates to some of the weapons. So the monsoon pistol and then the shredder have had a few changes as well.
Yep. We got some cool concept art to show. This is another piece from Ben. This was the monsoon Gatling pistol. That was an idea that we had in the game a long time ago. Was how can we have a pistol that's really over the top? And we came up with the idea of why not merge a Gatling gun with a pistol. So you can run around with this and wield this in one hand and just unload on your enemies. So maybe one of the guys in the stream will be kicking some ass with this thing.
I think so. I believe so. Cool. And then the shredder as well.
Cool. So that concept was done by Drew Hill, and this is a long-range shotgun. So it doesn't quite look like a shotgun. It's more of a sniper rifle form factor, but the gameplay is, I believe it shoots 3 shotgun shells at once. So this is a pretty serious weapon. So we decided to make it look pretty serious, and it's pretty awesome in game.
The shark face on it. It's awesome.
It's pretty fun.
Cool. All right, so we're gonna jump in now and actually look at some of the changes. So let's take a look, Zach, and if you could take us through the skill tree and what all that looks like, so that people can
upgrade on camera.
Yeah, can take a look at it.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see what we got here. So let's just go through the tabs real quick at the top, just so that way, because we've reordered a few things. As you can see, like at the core, the home base tab's now gone, and we've replaced it with play. And so this is just the same map that we've had previously in the game. We've added a little bit more zoom out here. This is Stonewood.
Awesome.
We played through this weekend. This is coming along. We've also got your outpost here at the center of the map, your command center. We've added that in here, and then we've got our outpost here shown on the map.
Yeah, that's a new piece of art as well, as we went through the outpost core prototype art. And while the piece that we've got in is still a prototype, we feel like it's a little bit more in the direction that we want to go. So I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on that.
So yeah, that'll be awesome. It adds the new outpost adds some different building challenges too, which is cool. So we still have we still have people in the game. We still have survivors. You still get survivors. You still slot them. So that system hasn't gone away. We've just moved that into its own dedicated tab called squads. And all the squads that we had previously in home base are here. Everything from sort of your gadgeteers and your soldiers. So all these elements are still here. They've gotten renamed: Fire Team Alpha, Training Team, EMT Squad. But essentially, it comes down to giving you fortitude, offense, resistance, or technology. We've also added hero squads, which will be expanding upon in the future. But you have up to 5 adventure squads that you can use, that you slot your heroes into as you earn them. You can slot them into these adventure squads. We then come into our skill tree. So initially, when you guys first start out, you're going to be on the starting skill tree, which is this here, and this is the first thing you'll be able to see. And this will run you through the basic upgrades, harvesting tool. You'll unlock some squad slots, upgrade some building skills, and you kind of work your way through this. You'll get 2 gadgets. You'll get your airstrike, and down quite a bit into the tree, you'll actually pick up. Where is that thing?
Right there.
Adrenaline rush. So as you gain skill points, so now as your commander XP increases and as you level your commander up, you get skill points. You spend those skill points on the tree in order to be able to unlock these. You will need to initially in the game, your very first slot unlocks the soldier and the constructor leadership, so you can play soldier and constructor right away. But you'll need to unlock the Outlander leadership and the Ninja leadership as you play through the game. So those take a little while to unlock. We felt that was important to make sure that new players to the game sort of understood the basic skills before being able to play some of the more advanced classes.
Right.
So we'll be iterating through that in future updates, but that's kind of the way we've set it up at the moment.
Right, but you can actually find those heroes potentially before you unlock them. Is that right?
So if you have a bunch of V-Bucks, you'll definitely probably get those heroes before you've unlocked them. If you're just playing the game in the way that the progression's set up, about the time you unlock them, we also give you a hero of that class.
Gotcha. So I won't reach that point in the tree and then not have that
You'll
hero.
be within one or two of these skill point node upgrades.
Yeah, we have the ability and do that for quest rewards. We're actually dropping hero cards as well now, so you'll be able to do that quest about the time when you're able to unlock that. So we guarantee you'll get some aspects of a taste of all the heroes as you play through.
So up here in the upper right, you can see that we have skill points, and then this is the amount of XP I need until I get another set of skill points. We also have replaced the sort of the old, power and building parts sort of pieces, and so now with research points, so you'll unlock the ability to earn research points over time. The research points are then used to unlock specific nodes, like this one here, resistance, +5 resistance. I'm like, yes, please. And so, and now I've unlocked that node with research points. So the bigger skill tree, there's a lot of expansion in here, and this is representative of all the expansion Homebase used to have. So essentially, we just took what was in Homebase and we moved it into a tree.
Right.
But this feels way more expansive and way deeper than Homebase ever felt. But essentially, it's the same stuff. So the same stuff that you got in Homebase, we pretty much have here. We've added a few additional things, but for the most part, this is a one-to-one sort of unlocking.
One of the things we could use feedback on, actually, that we're sort of talking about right now is how much do we show you, like, your starting position of how many skills that you can unlock versus the whole expansion of the tree. Because the tree is quite large, as Zach had us on the index, but we initially, when you start the game, you can't actually look at all this stuff. And so we're sort of trying to figure out what's the right amount to show the user right in the beginning as a new player. Because if you click on the banner and you sort of move into the core tech, you'll see it's a bit more linear initially to kind of get you on the road. But then when you move out of off the sort of training wheels areas of the skill tree and move into the more open-ended, you'll be able to make more choices and more stuff.
Yeah.
So we're kind of looking for feedback. So if you play through and you guys have opinions, get on the forums. Let me know where you guys end up.
And that seems to be a big big theme here, right? In terms of this update, is choice, the
Oh, yeah.
ability to
That's right.
choose and customize, and not only in the skill tree but also in the vault, and with your heroes and with your weapons and things like that. It feels like in the past, maybe you'd have a hero. If you have a ninja, there's not really a reason to have two, right? So it feels like some of the pathing and things that you have here are a bit more meaningful in terms of like, well, I have one hero that is like this and another one that's like that, even though they're the same class.
Yep.
Yeah, they're definitely different variants. It's easier to understand that, hey, like this particular class spec is good, like the soldier grenadier is good at throwing grenades, and she's good with explosives versus perhaps a sniper who's good with long range weapons, etc. And like we're just trying to make that clearer, and then so when players once that's clear, they can make good choices about the kind of gameplay they want to play, as opposed to things that are like buried and not understanding. So we're just trying to simplify a bunch of stuff. And so as we learn about some things we put into Fortnite, like even as per our schedule, like we're close to the metal about when we're going to drop our build. We're as close to the metal about the things we put into the game, and we check them out with the players and get the information, and then we revise based on that feedback. So it's the same thing here. It's like, yeah, we dropped some stuff pretty raw in the early days, and now we're evolving.
So you've built out your skill tree a little bit here. Take us through some of your choices. What have you done so far?
So right now I'm working towards getting this upgrade 2 to my supply drop, because I want to be able to resource a little faster in zone. I oftentimes play a constructor. I'll be playing ninja this time around, but normally I'm playing constructor, and so I'm always a little capped on like how fast can I get metal. So I was working towards this upgrade drop here. In fact, I'm going to continue to work towards that, unlock that next node, and so then I need 4 more skill points for this guy. That was one option. The other thing I worked on early on here after I'd unlocked and got here was getting my pickaxe upgraded to the next level, and also making sure that this is next on my list is getting another 5 world inventory slots, continue to be able to carry more stuff. It's all about collecting a lot of stuff. And having a lot of choice in game. So one note on this on the skill tree here is this is coming in very hot. We literally started playing this 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, at best 3 weeks ago. We really started playing through this, and so it is hot off the presses. Both Anders and David on our systems design team are like, guys, we'd love to be able to play through this and iterate more. And we're like, nope, we're taking it to the players. We're going. Let's go. And so we're getting it out to you guys now for your feedback. Is it what we think is the very best skill tree we've ever built? Absolutely not. We want the feedback early. We're still iterating on it. So, but we're excited to get it to you, because it's really a lot different to play the game this way.
Yeah, again, it was just better to make the change and get the feedback, and we'll expand on it. So again, I won't lie to everybody, there'll be volatile changes through the skill tree, I bet, in the next couple of months.
Yeah, in fact, to set expectations, the chances of this thing getting, the skill points specifically will be refunded on a pretty consistent basis, and you'll get to respin them through the skill tree over and over again. We don't have a respec in there now, not yet, but at the moment, that's going to happen.
You may log in one day and find you have all your points, and then have to respend.
Yep. So
as we refactor some aspects of the skill tree.
Okay. So coming on from the skill tree, if you notice, we've removed the heroes tab, and we combined what used to be heroes with speccable powers and a bunch of pieces. We changed that into a hero card system to more tightly integrate with the rest of the game, in the same way that both our ranged and our melee weapons work, as well as our survivors. Our heroes now work in exactly the same way. So there's more consistency within that system and how things are upgraded and how you acquire them. We now have a new system to allow you to upgrade. Along with the inventory changes that we made, we now have, what are we calling it? Are we going to call it an evolution system?
It's an evolution system. I think it's fine for the gamers out there. It's just like the button we currently say is upgrade. We have an evolution system, which is just like everything else in our game right now.
So and we did that so that way when you buy card packs now, or when you open llamas, all the cards, or vast majority of the cards come out as tier 1 cards, and all the cards are valuable, and you'll get different rarities of those cards. But every card that you get, so you get an uncommon green, and that comes with essentially with a set of perks. It's not every single perk that hero can have. It's just a set of them on uncommon. And then when you get to a rare hero, you'll get additional perks to go along with the different tiers. And then you get into your masterwork heroes, and they come with even more perks. And at the moment, I do not have a legendary hero, or epic. It's actually an epic hero, isn't it? Epic. So anyways, I don't have an epic hero at the moment, which would be the gold color hero. I think I may have a weapon here as an example. So, but this has 5 different perks. But there's epic heroes, and then what do we call our super rare or ultra rares? Do you know what they're named in the game?
The transcendent.
The transcendent heroes.
That's the one.
So, anyways, we have even transcendent heroes, and all of those have more powers and more abilities for you to unlock, and as you upgrade them. But each upgrade, you need to level the hero up to 10. And then you can upgrade them or evolve them to tier 2 and go so on and so forth. And you get all those ingredients and hero XP as you play the game.
Yeah, and that lets us, all the, there were one of the things before of the sort of tree we had for each hero. It was a little bit difficult for people to figure out, the practical aspects of an RPG skill tree is that there's probably between 5 to 8 viable specs contained within that.
Right.
And there is some fun to tinker with that. I definitely admit that. But in the end, what ends up happening is that the internet finds out the cool specs, and then they just post it on the FAQ, and then people who are in the know go and find out, and those that don't are a little left behind. And the card system enables us to say, nope, we're going to make a more curated version of this, so it's easier to pick up and play. And with the understanding, though, it's hey, but you can have multiple versions of these heroes in your roster, and so it creates collection, which is cool. And with all the Pete's team's appearances, you can see you're going to see some badass looking dudes over time. Be patient in that area. As Pete said, we don't have all those different appearances in yet, but that'll be coming over time. We just wanted to get the gameplay in for now, and so we can get your feedback.
Yep. So we're getting there. It's a first pass again. And we wanted to get the feedback. So.
Yeah, and I'm excited that we can actually give you Ramirez now, which is their starting hero. And there was this is one of the things that solved. It's now you can legitimately have her as a hero, and she does her thing.
Yep. And then we have our store, which is pretty much unchanged. There is an additional mini llama, or what are we calling it?
It's the mini llama.
Mini llama.
It's a mini llama. All right,
Yep.
Awesome. So, anyways, we have the mini llama. I don't have one at the moment
Because you spent them all. Because you're
spend
not
them.
a 2 marshmallow kind of guy.
No,
you
I'm
gotta
not.
eat the marshmallow right away.
I eat them all. So they show up here as you earn them, but you'll earn them off of different mission rewards, different quest rewards. We'll grant you mini llamas, and then you can open them and get some cards. Upgrade llama and our there's a superhero llama.
That's right. I know.
Oh my God.
I know. I'm excited.
right.
I have to go back. I need to go back to my desk.
Can we open it?
Sure.
Yeah, is that okay?
Yeah, I know. Zach's excited.
Man.
you tell me.
No, it's
I'm
cool.
stoked. I'm like, man.
Boom!
Oh, wow.
Upgrade! Boom! Another one.
Wow.
Good job. Good job. Now you may get your hopes.
All right, let's see what we
Let's
got.
see what we get.
This is my first superhero llama pack, so.
So yeah, this
Nice.
pack contains heroes, as everybody probably can figure out.
Harvesting out.
Yeah, there it
Oh,
is.
man.
Wow,
I've been
look at
looking
that.
for her.
Now you got the new ninja type, shock trooper.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So now
yeah, let's go check this out. Let's go back to our ball.
Is there anybody you want to change out now?
I don't think so.
You don't have enough hero XP right now.
Man. Even literally these changes 2 weeks ago, just going into the game. I haven't even.
Yeah, you don't know.
No, man, her Dragon Slash though is unlocked tier 3. That's
So
a long ways away.
you should enjoy this now, community, because Zach doesn't know the best thing because he hasn't had time with it. So you should, when we release this thing, get in there and get ahead of him.
Yeah. All right. All right. At the very least, I'm gonna. So this is the ninja I'm playing. I'm gonna at least get her upgraded.
Nice.
So, look at him.
Yeah, we have the ninja
Yeah.
without his hood
That's right.
early on. He's looking badass.
Yeah, that's another small change we made. Is we've actually gone through because the characters have this upgrade system. What our plan is, this isn't in the build now, but our plan that we're working towards is to unlock the hats and backpacks as you upgrade the heroes. So the change we've made for this build is to go ahead and remove the hats and backpacks that we had now, and then all of the characters will be getting those as we go forward. So that is why you are currently seeing ninjas without hoods, so we could go ahead and get that pipeline going on the character art team.
All right. We're gonna retire some of these guys.
Get some XP.
Yeah. See if I can hit level 15 here. Look at that.
There it is.
Bam. All right.
Okay.
That way I can take these QA guys into some hard missions. Okay. Maybe help them out. One last change. We've reorganized a bit of the quests. You'll see that we have some achievement quests in the game now. When they unlock as you get into mid-threat Stonewood, daily quests, and then we also reorganize this so it's very clear what your mainline quests are and what your side quests are.
What do you get for achievement quests, Zach?
V-Bucks.
Nice.
V-Bucks, V-Bucks, V-Bucks. V-Bucks all the time.
Very good.
So there's a whole bunch of V-Bucks attached to these things. And normally for your dailies, we're also giving you V-Bucks. All right, so we ready to go play? Is that where we're at now?
All right,
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's
All
get in
right,
there.
So we're gonna play
Fight the storm. We're gonna look in Plankerton first here.
Okay.
Yeah, check it out.
See.
You're gonna look for your resources. Like, what are you trying to farm for?
Oh, what am I?
Yeah, is it
at the
survivor
moment,
XP or hero XP?
It's some combination of hero XP or schematic XP is my main focus. My only concern here, these guys are a little low level. I know they play the game a lot, but but man, they're only sporting 200. Man, should we I think we'll be okay. We'll find out.
All right. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. What's the worst case? I mean,
I don't know. We'll see.
yeah, we will see. Here we go. Plankerton, 2 gate. So the Atlases now have been slightly upgraded.
Yeah.
Just slightly.
Yeah. We actually, I don't know if you want to speak to this at all, Darren, or I can talk about it, I guess. We sort of reskinned the Close the Gate mission. It is now Fight the Storm. For a while, we've had this sort of storms element in the game as a fictional piece of the players fighting against the storm, or you've been trying to survive from the storm and the creatures that are coming from it. The Close the Gate mission and narrative has been sort of consistently confusing for people. Some people got it, some people didn't. For this build, we went through and we got rid of the gate, and we added a big visual representation of the storm. So the art team worked pretty hard on this. Kendall Tucker did an amazing job building that model and material. And we're still working on our lighting and mood here, but basically we've added this to sort of sell the idea that the world is covered in storms, and it's your job to push the storm away. So the way you do that now is with the Atlas device, where previously that thing would latch onto a gate and close the gate. Now what happens is during the 8-minute defense period, the Atlas is actually charging up a laser, and conveniently we can go ahead and call that the atmospheric laser.
Brilliant.
Which fits well with the Atlas
Thanks, Nick.
acronym. So that's pretty awesome. And yeah, we're gonna play through that mission and let you see all the cool detail we've added to that.
All right, so we just heard a survivor here, which is yet
let's talk about
another
that.
feature that we've added to the game.
Yeah, we jammed in. We have our
So-
tier 1,
yeah.
I guess. Survivors are now in the game.
So now we're looking for him. Oh, here he is.
He's like, yeah, hey buddy, I'm hanging out with my teddy bear in the basement.
Mhm.
Don't judge. So the goal now, one of the things we wanted to add to the game is that this is always intentional, and we're going to be doing this over the next couple of months. Is like the game world has generally been a little bit still. There's just been creatures. We wanted to have a bit mystery about what happened to the people, and we're going to keep pursuing that. But there are some people that have weathered the storm and haven't mysteriously disappeared. and those people represent our survivors. And as a hero, your job is to save them and send them back to your home base and back to your outpost for protection. So you can go through the world and find in little nooks and crannies. They'll call out for help. Sometimes they're being attacked. Sometimes they're in a basement hiding, like that guy. And you generally increase your rewards by collecting them. The more you collect, the better off you get as you go. And so we're excited by that. They are absolutely the bare bones. They have no animation on their dialogue. There are no females yet. They are very first pass of this, because we again wanted to get the gameplay in the hands of you guys so we can get some feedback on it, and then we're going to be polishing up the bits of that as we go through. But they're pretty cool.
Challenge is now available.
Oh, and Zach's coming up on the Atlas targeting.
Found the Atlas.
Yep.
That's right.
So as Pete said, this is the location. These now represent like the best places to blast the storm from. So when apparently Zach needs to go to the rescue, okay, you're good. He was cool. This is the new marker rather than having a little gate. This is a little projection that Ray is putting on the game board for you guys to say like, hey, this is the best place to deploy one of your Atlas. So you roll up to it and you unfold the cool Atlas. The version 2, I would say, right?
Yeah, we've done a pass on the effects here. The next piece will be when, or the next visual phase of that will be after depositing the blue glow. So we've sort of tied that element into the Atlas device to have it make a little bit more sense. So you'll get to actually see the blue glow inside the center of the rings.
So yep, so they're gonna try to deploy that up there.
Does it hurt your heart not to play Constructor, Zach?
A little.
All this child
We're
is-
still gonna build a bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out, if you and Constructor Cody were gonna have some beef, we're gonna have some trouble.
About who's in charge here?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Well.
building plans. Yeah. That's okay. That's just like the internet.
Yeah,
It's fine.
I was gonna say that that's okay. When Hayes and I play together, Hayes normally lets me play Constructor. He's super good about it.
Is that right?
Yeah, he's the Constructor though.
See, I'll normally play Ninja, and I'm looking for that Constructor.
Every
Yeah.
once in a while.
to cover the bases, right,
Craft
for you.
this,
Yeah.
craft this awesome experience for me.
And then I'm gonna shoot dudes in the face.
In fact, we'll do what my job is here is like I'll drop him some resources, make sure he's like hooked up.
Nice.
I'm not gonna give him all my resources. I'll just give him that.
Let's see what you can do, Cody.
Yeah.
That's the
Well,
cool
We'll
thing
see-
about
we'll see-
Fortnite is that
see what he comes up with.
even though you're a ninja, you still get to build stuff.
That's right.
It's pretty cool.
That's right.
Yeah.
We are always trying to strive to that. Like you can build. Everybody can build. Everybody can shoot, and everybody can explore the world. The classes just represent sort of the lens to which you do it. So, man, she's looking good, Pete. Good job.
Yeah.
Oh.
She's pretty awesome.
So all Vitali.
Yep.
So one of the art things that is interesting is, so in terms of progression, when you progress from Stonewood to Plankerton, things actually will look a bit different, or they're lit a little bit
Yeah,
different.
that's right.
That's right.
We added that too.
Yeah, so for the regular missions that are not Fight the Storm, what we've done is gone through and added some variant lighting and post-processing setups. So what you'll see when you get to Plankerton is an increased palette of kind of visual moods for the levels. So we've added a few different themes that really push the game in a little bit of a different direction visually, just to add some variety. Playing through Stonewood will be what you guys are used to, with sort of bright and sunny feel. But getting into Plankerton, you'll start to see some setups that have pushed the fog further in, reworked some of the color grading, so we've got a little bit more of a all blue theme, or a more of a green theme, and yeah, it's hard to put into words, but there's
Some places look creepier.
yeah
That's for sure.
there is now some visual variety in the lighting setup, so that's definitely something we want to continue to push as we go forward.
All right, so we're off looking for some chests. See if we can pick up some guns. Also find survivors.
Yeah, the key thing is that the survivors, if you're playing first time and you're trying to find out where they are, they do try to call out to you when you're nearby. So if you're playing with your headphones on or speakers, you should be, oh God.
One of the other things is that there's it sounds like there's a little more variety inside the outposts, right? Is that right? In terms of like some of the options, there's different. It's not just survive a certain number of minutes.
Yeah, that's true. Yep, we're beginning to, as we expand the things we want to do in Fortnite and the mission system, like over the long term, like we have big aspirations of things to do, but right now we've implemented some pretty simple things you would think, but we built a backbone that'll do. So now there are points in the outpost defense where instead of just holding the line for 4 minutes, you may get to a point where you're actually like, oh man, I have to actually kill 200 husks before before my base collapses. So there's just new criteria about how you can the types of things you can fight when under attack.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, you also get some choice about where you deploy your shield extenders, which means like, hey, maybe I want to put the one that's right in front of my core outpost, or do I want to put the one that's like, over the hill because I can see better. It really just gives players some more choice on how they deploy them. We're going to be iterating through that. Those levels as we play through into the fall, but right now we're just changing it up a bit.
So what would you say is the goal overall of what you want a player to feel or what you want them to do as they're moving from from Stonewood to Plankerton? What is the intended goal there?
Yeah, well, the overall fantasy for Fortnite is you're a commander with a bunch of heroes at your disposal, and your job is to create these fortresses that the survivors can then take refuge in. And the more bases you have, the more powerful you are. The more survivors you have, the more powerful you are. It's just generally a virtuous cycle, and the more guys you can rescue, the tougher your heroes become, boots on the ground, and the more stuff you can do. And leading up to building giant fortresses, at the termination of the road, and then we'll keep adding more cool stuff to do at that top end. But yeah, it's like build big fortresses, protect people, and those people are going to always have benefits to you.
Right.
And we're going to expand on that in coming months. So we're going to make we're going to do things that are going to make people even more influential.
And there's more quest activities, is that right? What kind of stuff that we have that's new?
Yeah, we definitely have added a bunch more quests to the game. Not super, we're adding, always expanding, but now we have the ability to. One of the ones we like right now is like hunting for smashers. Like you have to kill a certain number of smashers in order to gain the reward. So there's basic kill quests. We're actually in the middle of, like, although it's not in this build, we're adding more building challenges, and on the whole, we're just basically expanding the quest system. So this version, I would say, I'm sure if I give any indication that we are anywhere close to done, my design team's going to show up and be real mad at me. So instead, I'll say this is like the 0.25 version of the feature, but they're going to add more cool stuff over the coming months. So right now, it's just basically expanding the tools that they have.
Did you guys do we have a building challenge that Cody just blew through? Is that what just happened?
Maybe.
I'm gonna ask this guy.
It's possible he was investigating one of the anomalies, which is the one that's.
Yeah, but it was a ding, like failure, like we just failed something.
You're.
And I didn't see Survivor. Like, you can fail those Survivor missions. I think it's a building challenge. I think these guys just blew by the peace limit.
Oh yeah.
I think that's what just happened.
Yeah, you didn't get your bonus. Yeah, some of the bonuses.
That makes me a little sad.
Yeah. You expect more out of them.
Well, they're,
You know,
they're
I
like,
don't-
man, we want to build a cool base, which I appreciate.
Yeah,
but
I don't always build, Zach.
yeah.
I'm not always the constructor, but when I do, I ignore the piece limit every single
what?
time.
like if there's a bonus challenge in there, like you're affecting my reward by doing
not-
that. Well, like, I'm
yeah.
not like.
Oh, there's the gun, by the way.
Are you trying to tell me I'm Fortniting wrong?
No,
No,
only, you're only
Oh,
Fortniting
yeah.
wrong on
Yeah.
his team.
that is correct. That is correct. So there we go. There's
There you go. New Outlander
Yeah.
with the monsoon.
With the
Yeah,
monsoon,
look-
she's
look at
looking
that.
badass.
Yep, she looked pretty tough.
Okay.
Nice.
Let's see here. I'm gonna get some of these traps up in here. Let's see what they got. What are they doing?
Yeah, I like the little.
I'm sitting here analyzing. I'm like, this isn't the way I would build this fort. All right, that's okay. We'll be okay. Which direction? Okay, storm's coming from over there. Get some. Now I'm gonna screw up their build here. I'm gonna add
Yeah,
some
they're gonna be like,
ceilings.
"What are you
and they're
doing?"
like,
the classic
"Oh."
too many cooks.
Yep.
Mhm.
or just enough, depending upon your taste, right?
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens.
No, we should. If anything, overbuilding,
It's about
overbuilding,
it's
like,
about the end result, right?
well, they're a little low level, so them overbuilding's not a bad thing. They're like, Zach took us up here into Plankerton. We
Yeah,
weren't ready.
we're not. Yeah, we have to.
We,
They're-
we
they're-
did
they're
te-
like,
we
we're
did
not
tell
gonna
them-
lose.
We
We're
told
not
them we
gonna
were going to
lose.
play in Stonewood.
We told them that. Oh well.
We're off script already.
We,
Yeah,
we
off
said, well,
script.
you said very high.
I
Very
did.
high Stonewood.
I did say. Yeah, fair
So
enough.
technically, I told them, but you told me.
Yeah, okay.
so-
Well.
As long as we establish where the blame ball rolls
That's right,
to,
that's
then
right.
we're okay. We're okay.
Yeah, I'm sure if we were in the room, over there, Cody's probably saying, "Well, I'm gonna build more now, obviously,
Yeah.
because
Yeah, I'm trying very
because he's
hard
having
not
us
to.
play in
That's
Plankerton."
right. All right. Let's just see here. Let's see what we got.
How
going
many
on here.
Outlander
Very good.
appearances are in this actual build, Pete?
We did one for every card, so I think right now it's either 8 or 10.
Okay.
Okay, so there's 8 or 10. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, there's quite a few.
Still haven't found any chests though. Which
Well, you just passed the storm shelter on the ground there.
what are you talking about?
Right, go right. No, right. No, turn around. No, you're going the wrong way. Back to the house.
Okay.
No, you're going the wrong way again. Turn around. Straight ahead. That house right there.
Yeah.
There's a storm cellar right there on the
On the
ground.
right. I see it. Okay.
Bust that open and see what's down there.
What do we got?
Oh, maybe. Oh, you lucky.
Every once in a while they're in here.
Yep,
Darren has
not that
clearly
one.
been playing the game, which is awesome.
Yeah.
He's like, man.
I know where the
Yeah.
know where the goods are at.
Yeah, totally.
Last atlas placed. Now build defenses around
Alright,
the
let's
atlases
see.
and activate when you're ready. Activating one.
Yep,
activates them
always up top. Always a good place to look.
Well, yeah, the vantage point of the this is the advantage of the. There's one
There you
right there.
go.
Boom.
Wow. It's safe too.
Yeah.
So what do we get?
Some
Traps.
traps.
Nice.
Some
I think,
ammo.
I think there might. Did I get a wall trap in there, or is that just a? Let's see. Oh yeah, we got a wall trap. Look at that.
A wall launcher.
Yeah,
too.
wall
Yeah,
launcher.
so that is a
that's
new
one of the new
trap,
traps.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's one of the new
No.
ones.
Should I clean this out? Maybe I should.
Well, you got the dragon slash. Make it happen. That and your double barrel.
All right. Where are these guys at? Do they spawn inside this house?
Yeah,
here?
they're on the other side of this wall. Use your fancy pickaxe and bust that open. No?
Or they're upstairs.
Upstairs?
yeah.
Ooh, there he is. He's busted.
There they are.
You see it wiggling.
Monsters in the attic.
Up top.
Yep. It's like, if only somebody had a rifle.
Oh, look at these guys. They're just like, there we go.
Good job.
Some blue glow. All right. Oh, there's another guy over there. Let's go get him.
So one of the things, before we kind of get into the combat, phase, Darren, is it actually sounds like there's quite a bit of a balance pass in terms of gameplay with changes to health and reduced shield. Can you talk about some of that stuff a little
Sure.
bit?
We have here's what I'll say. I'll be glib and say we won't use the word balance. We'll say that we changed some numbers, and we are in iterative time. But in all seriousness, we basically tried to make it a little bit clearer about what stats are affecting what aspects of you. The fort stats are trying to be a little bit clearer. Those are the most important, more or less the most important stats in the game, and they influence other things like your health, your shield regeneration, your ability to take damage, your ability to deal damage. So we basically refactored a bunch of that stuff. And one of the things I think we saw, and the guys, I no doubt in chat will point this out to people as they're learning, is that those squad slots now have the icon of the attribute that they're affecting. So you're like, oh, if you see the little shield, it's like, okay, that's the resistance. If you see the cross, it's like, okay, that's my health. And that's a way for us to just say, like, hey, we're just communicating, like, hey, we've gotten a smaller amount of stats that you want, to focus on, but they're pretty meaningful. Now, we have all the other depth as you go through, but we're just trying to, tell the starting users, hey, if you raise your fort stats, you're in a good place. And the skill tree allows you to do that, and the skill tree also allows you to create, which I dig, you'll be able to unlock group buffs that affect everybody that in your team when you play together on Landscape. And, at its heart, this version of Fortnite is a cooperative aspect of the game, and having abilities that affect your team are super important. And so you'll get fort stats from just being with other players, which is pretty awesome. And I think right now we're in the middle of tuning that a little bit much. It's a little lower than I think would like to be the influence, but over time we'll be playing around with that. We always want you to feel like whenever you play Fortnite, and there's some debate on our forums and sometimes in chat about whether or not bringing other people is good or bad. And the answer for us is always going to be bringing other people is generally the right thing to do, no matter where you are. And we're going to seek to try to make the game that to be true. So although every now and again we tweak some monsters when you have more people, but generally we want it to be beneficial when you're in a party with others.
Got it.
So
They're going to attack
What did
that
I
guy.
just walk into?
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
He's
Go
running.
save that survivor. He's
That
running
guy's
away.
in
Oh,
real
no.
trouble right now.
Yep. Go.
Man.
Boom. Good dragon flash and a double and a thing. Wow, Zach.
Yeah,
that was
you got him.
That was a pro
Close.
move.
It was close. Well, you guys missed the fact. I think you were talking when the other survivor died because I couldn't get through the floor fast enough.
I didn't
ate
want
him
to.
alive.
I didn't want to really
It
emphasize
was,
that.
it was, I was sitting there watching. I was like, oh no, oh.
Yep, we do.
But on the other hand, I
Yeah.
just saved this one,
Yeah,
so I guess
so-
I could bring up the. It's like
Yeah.
as long as the world's balanced, it's like a save one, lose one.
It's fine.
Yeah, but the
So
one
they
you
come out a
saved
little
is
few more
lawyer.
ahead. We've got 4 survivors rescued, so we're doing.
Actually, doing pretty good.
Yeah.
You guys got 4. Pretty
You,
good.
you get to keep your hero card.
Yeah.
Should we go back and see?
Yeah,
see how they're doing?
I think we're ready.
Yeah.
Let's just go check out these atlases with a blue glow in them now. Oh yeah, they've got level 3 metal. That's looking pretty good. Few traps. That's not too bad. Don't really got a good funnel going on here, which makes me a little sad.
No,
but-
they've gone with the open range approach.
Oh, look at that. We
So
got
that's
some
the-
blue glow in
See
there.
the blue glow, that's the thing. Now you can see what's actually powering
that
the
looks
laser.
Awesome.
All right. So Pete, your job's make sure I watch this thing when it goes off.
Mm-hmm.
Remind me because I'll be.
You
in
should
the,
just push the button, man.
I'll be in
Is
the
there-
heat
yeah.
about no. After we power it up. To
Yeah.
8,
Oh, yeah.
right. Like so, we got to make sure. All right.
Did you put your wall trap out there?
I put a few traps out already. Oh no, my launcher trap
Yeah.
specifically.
Yes. Is there anywhere we can?
It's gonna
we
come
can
from the west.
I
according to the thing.
know. Let's see. All right. Well, we'll just do. Let's see. Maybe
Maybe
their failure to make this funnel is my opportunity for.
Yeah, I actually think that's fun when I was watching when you're like walking through that because I think Zach was just calculating whether or not he should use the launcher trap during this demo or to save it for tonight when he's playing. And so it's like he's like, I don't know if
Do
I
I
really,
really
want to-
have
you know,
to
do
use
I have
it?
to use this right now?
Use it now or save it for the outpost later.
Yeah, I know how it's going.
Yeah, that's
All
the
right,
bargain.
So here's what we're gonna do. Do I have a? Yeah, I've got my stun trap. I'm gonna grab a stun trap. Grab a gas trap. Okay.
Like
Got
Zach's
my
like that. He's
wall
like that
one.
teacher, when you hand your paper in that just like marks it up with just all red.
He's got his high standards. See, right now he's
Well,
already.
no, this was mine. This was mine.
Yeah.
This was my mistake, but they upgraded my mistake. So to be fair, that,
double down on
That
your
seems
mistake.
that seems about correct.
Yeah, right.
Right now.
all right, let's just do that.
Gonna make a mistake, make it all the way, right?
Yeah.
All right,
Go
we'll
all
see if
in.
this works. Now, okay, so there is a bug on the wall trap. Maury was very insistent that we try to fix it, and well, I really want this. Oh, they put. Okay. Oh. And this is on our list to do, by the way, guys. Removing traps off walls on the list. It's not there yet. It's not in this build. I know
Without
we
having
need
to
it.
destroy the wall.
We want it as much as you do.
Yeah. They're not realizing that you were wanting to put.
No,
specific-
they're like, oh, he's building. We should just upgrade
Just
everything he
put some more
does.
traps down.
Okay.
They're like,
Okay.
So
So
this trap is new, right? The wall
It
launch
is.
pad.
that's right.
Yeah.
So what we got here? So let's see. Okay. So we'll grab them. We've got let's drop a floor trap here too. Okay. So we'll bring them over here. We'll bounce them up. We'll launch them out. And we'll
All right, I'm
Get a
excited
couple-
to see
This
if
is
you're
gonna
yeah, we'll
be
see if this
grand
works or
plan
not.
This is
works.
gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I'm at too.
There's some very interesting things you can do with these traps. I'm doing something relatively simple here, so. Hint, there's some very interesting things we can start doing with these. They're pretty fun. Okay. Matt, and this is all thanks to Matt Hansey. Matt was like, man, I really want a side launcher trap and a wall trap like the floor one, and we're like, okay, well, go for it. And he did it. It's pretty cool.
I like the husk art on the front of it.
Okay. Actually, let's use this guy. Let's make sure they come through there. Okay. Cool.
We're gonna do this.
Yeah, we'll do this. Let's go back
All
to
right.
this guy.
I'll power this guy up. See, our amazing effects artist Bill Cladis has gone through and really done an awesome polish pass on the Atlas. So the new animation on the rings, the blue glow effects, even the new lights crawling
Yeah.
up the sides
Yeah,
to
these-
show
these are gonna. Yeah.
to show the progress that will fill up with blue over the 8 minutes, and then at the end, hopefully, we'll get a good look at that thing going off.
Close that thing in
All
there.
right, here they
All
come.
right.
Yeah,
Let's see.
if-
Let's
yeah,
see.
Let's see if this wall trap's working or not. We'll find out. Oh,
This
that
is probably
ceiling
very-
trap might be a little powerful.
Oh, it's just killing him before it can go
Yeah.
off. Ooh. And this is why we funnel.
Yep.
I think we're gonna have to take the ceiling trap out. That's just too good.
Yeah,
we'll
that's
put
too
that.
good.
We'll put that guy back in there a little later. Yeah. So that's the bug on this trap, and I really want to
yeah.
fix it. So sometimes I think, and I'm still not quite sure exactly how that bug works, but we'll
So
figure it out.
sometimes
at some
it
point.
just doesn't activate.
It does. Well, it activates, but it pushes them the wrong
Wrong way.
direction.
It doesn't
Yeah.
go out.
Yeah.
But experiment with them. If anybody can figure out exactly what the bug is on, that'd be super useful.
Something else that's new in this experience now is as you're getting a little bit closer to the storm, you'll see the animation is kicking up on the trees. So that
That's right.
what we're going for, and we're still working on this because it's fairly complex. We've been building a dynamic wind system in the game, and a few of the artists and coders have been going through and looking at all the assets in the world and working on a really cool vertex shader approach that John Lindquist came up with to basically make it so that we can specify a wind impulse and go through and animate all the trees and shrubs and grass and whatnot with that. So this is a feature we're going to continue to work on. What we've got in the build now is sort of our first pass at it. like Zach mentioned on some of the previous features we were discussing, we decided, this is something we could keep to ourselves and continue to make better, but we decided to go ahead and put it in the build and let you all play with it and see how you guys like it. So they've got a pretty substantial fort, so you can't see too many of the trees at the moment, but keep your eye out for it as you're playing this build, seeing some of those trees rustle in the wind.
Oh, I can't quite land on that tree.
I feel like your fort's gonna hold up just fine.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do fine.
See good things happen
what
when you
level-
ignore the limit.
What,
right?
what level
Ignore
is
the
your?
piece of-
Yeah, ignoring the piece of That's true. That's true. You overcommit. What level is the katana you're rolling with?
15.
15. All right.
Yeah,
So that's tough.
My ninja here is definitely above level for this area, both equipment and otherwise. As you can see from their inability to hit me.
Wow.
The fun part of this is going to be, as some of our players can attest to right now, the game's actually quite hard right now, and as you level up, it's pretty difficult, especially as you get into very high threat stonewood. It takes quite a bit to get your character leveled and to start feeling like this. So.
Killed ya.
All right, over halfway through here.
What happened up in here?
He's
One
like,
guy's got
whatever.
in here.
One of the things
Man.
I noticed in the notes is that the ninja throwing star animation is actually a little bit faster.
I believe so. Yes.
Drop that Z key.
Yeah. This is it right here.
Yep.
That was it.
You almost killed him too.
Yep.
All right.
Slow field action play by the
Oh
by the
man.
team.
Yeah.
Slows them down all and make a nice little.
It's pretty
It's
strong.
pretty deep in the skill tree.
Now
I have to
I-
say.
Yeah.
Now I
I think I
really-
need to go look at these QA accounts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, you feel they're not earned? Is that where you're going?
No,
So yeah.
These
Yep.
guys are
I hope it's
trying
not
to
too
trying to
deep.
get
That's my
OT7
favorite.
live too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Now I really wish that trap was working. I kind of want to see that.
Yeah.
slow
well,
feel
it
it.
is working. They're just pouncing towards me.
Yeah.
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 You need to angle it a different way.
Yeah.
Time to some tech help for everybody.
Nice.
Oh, gravity sphere.
Little gravity sphere. Get out.
Oh wow.
Nice. There's more camera shake in this build, right? When you're by the spawn
Yeah.
points, right? So you
Yeah,
know
we-
you're not where you should be.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
added some camera shake to the lightning strikes. Yeah, that's something, again, with the storm stuff we're continuing to work on. There's even more cool effects in the works for that. It's pretty exciting, bringing all that to life.
You're in the thick of it right here.
Yeah, his over 3K worth of HP is helping him.
Yeah, well, and
Yeah.
2500 shield too.
Yeah, I think it's going to take a few takers to make a dent here.
Well, we're only on a minute left.
Yeah,
It
no, they're
doesn't
all
look
over
like this is in question.
No, I feel like we should.
You want to make it harder? Start.
Ratchet this up a little. This is
Well,
14 level creep.
it's just, well, that's the thing, as we're gonna actually take a pass to sort of firm some of the balance up. You're in a world
See,
of-
look at this light. Look at that.
Ooh.
Look at that blue glow. It's going crazy
And
in
that
there.
thing's going really fast. Oh my gosh, this is just so crazy. Our,
Mike,
te-
think
our
you go-
team's just done a ridiculous job. Just so cool seeing the things.
That is true. Guys is really busting their butts. Yeah, you can see through the guys are like, you're getting damage dealt, trapped activates. What's the score looking like? You know, Without KL to do this, I don't know what a good a good player score looks like. I'm just saying. Let me see. What's your score there, Zach? When you get done.
Yeah.
All right.
Run in and look at the
Ooh,
atlas.
Cody,
Atlas time.
Good comment.
Yeah,
You gotta. Oh, this is where you want to be.
I was gonna be up here, watch
Okay.
the storm
Okay.
get destroyed.
Fired every atlas.
I want to see these atlases fire.
Ooh.
Oh, not quite enough time on there. So that's the effect that we're working towards in the game. So we also have these videos at the end. We have a new reward screen set up. It's iterated from the last update we did in OT6. So.
Yep, you can see as you got more badges on the left, the little treasure chest levels up, and all this stuff contributes to your score. And again, cooperative, more players means more score for the team, and score always translates into success and Commander XP. You'll see a little bit of that going on right here. So you want more people in your games because you can get one. You were so close, so
Man.
close.
Couple more. Just a couple more.
So as you go back to home base, the contents of that chest will be revealed. to
Yeah.
you.
Yep, we do that at least right now. So most of the things you're interacting with are in the home base. So we're are in the screen. So
Yeah. Hero XP and our Survivor XP. Nice. Okay.
Awesome. Ooh, what'd you do?
I leave.
Oh
no one
yeah,
behind.
good quest.
Yeah,
Boom, quest complete. Some V-Bucks.
Let's see if I can actually upgrade my soldier here. So one thing not noted, so with our adventure squad, so let's talk just really quickly about how these work, because it's not clear at all, and we're going to try to put these in the notes for people, for players, but your main hero you select, and that's the hero that you play in game. The other two heroes, though, are still valuable, and you should be slotting those within OT7. Both of those add what percentage? Do you know exactly what they add?
20% of their value to their to offense, offense and health to your core hero.
Okay.
So the more you're there, and actually since it's good that we bring this up, there's a tactical and a support slot, and right now all that it's let's see, yep, cool. They're going to give core stats to the main hero on the left. So when you add a guy in there and you have a higher level, he'll get more juice. In the long run, our intent is that there'll be certain heroes that will have tactical or support abilities that they'll actually, by slotting them in those particular slots, they'll give the main hero additional abilities. So imagine you have a soldier in the main in your ground operative slot, and you have a constructor with a support ability. And what'll happen is it'll modify the grenades to have the plasma effect from the constructor onto the grenades of the soldier. So there'll be a combinatorial metric, that'll be going on. So it'll make you more powerful, more awesome, and just generally cooler. So that's not in this build right now, but that's the direction we're going. So people are wondering, hey, what benefits I get? Right now you get stats. Long game you'll get modifiers and skills and whatnot. Should be pretty cool.
So I was just dropping into my outpost to
I know.
drop off my resources.
Yeah. Why would you not?
Let's look at it real quick.
Yeah, I'm actually curious what you built in this one.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
That was pretty cool.
It was pretty cool.
I wish that was actually in the game.
Yeah.
That would be awesome in the game.
It would be awesome in the game, wouldn't it?
All right, let's take a look at your outpost here.
So this is our new outpost model. This is still placeholder though, right, Pete?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, this is our placeholder content, guys.
It looks
So
pretty
awesome.
good.
Yeah. Still think it's pretty awesome, even though it's a little gray box. And so we also have our placeholder amplifiers over here. So I've placed those two amplifiers. So it's interesting because this outpost, you know, and this level specifically is changed up a little bit about how I build and put these together.
Oh, there it is. I was wondering. I was like, man, there's no jump traps. How are you moving
No,
around
yeah,
this thing?
no,
As a
there's-
constructor
yeah.
specifically, I know you're kind of,
Yeah.
you know. But okay, they're there.
Yeah. There's a few. And so we got some jump traps to push husks off this thing.
I get asked that a bunch. I think that's actually a pro tip from the guys at the top end. It's like, you know, they're like, well, how, you know, when the storm changes waves on me or direction or into a new location, what do I do? It's so hard to run over there. It's like
Right.
It's like you build those jump traps and fling traps and you fling yourself across the board,
Yeah, I know.
and that gets you there quick.
Yeah, I've got some floor play. Yeah.
The horizontal jump traps are super valuable
Yeah,
now.
Yep.
yeah, they
Yep.
definitely because they want to move
Yeah.
around. All right, wait, go back. Let's take a look at that model in game there.
Here.
Yeah, she's got the new
Oh, yeah.
the new gun.
Yep.
So we showed in concept. That's it in the
Yep,
game.
That's it.
Yep.
Yep, she's looking awesome.
Sweet.
Yep, that's
So,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah, our new character artist Ben cranked through those, and we did again concept team Ben Schaefer, Drew Hill, just knocked out a ton of these variants, and they're all really cool. I actually really love the new hero design path, because in the past, you know, when you're doing art for a limited set of, you know, 4 or 8 or 10 heroes or something of that scope, you make a ton of creative exploration of what those characters could look like, and you throw out so many good ideas because you're trying to whittle it down to what's the perfect one, and now we get to do a lot more creative variety and exploration into cool things. So we've been able to sort of resurrect ideas we've had in the past, and also come up with new ideas for what the new hero variants are going to look like. So that's super exciting.
I think Drew is just hanging out with some of my friends back in New York. Like, saying, like, I'm pretty sure I know a
Yeah.
girl that would wear an outfit exactly like that. So
There we go. So that's it. That's OT7.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get it to you guys as soon as we can. Plan is still tomorrow. Look on the launcher. Look in the forums.
Yeah.
As soon as we know, we'll get those details out there. Really appreciate everybody playing and giving us awesome feedback. And we can't wait to get this in your hands. So we will see you next time.
yeah, thanks everybody for taking the time. Check us
Thank you,
out.
guys.
Bye bye.
Thanks, everyone.